I'm here to talk today about standout positioning, and it really is a make or break proposition. And while you might think go-to-market or marketing or all those things are far on the horizon, getting it thought about at the earliest possible stage can really be fundamental to the success of a company. Sales research tells us in the first 7 seconds of an interaction, the person you're presenting to forms 11 impressions. They're forming the yes, the no, the maybe. Yes, woohoo. The no, uh-oh. Maybe is like purgatory, but at least you're buying yourself more time. So 7 seconds isn't very much time. It's not very many words. And my comments are going to talk about not only customers, but investors. So the most important thing I want to focus on first is how you're communicating value. And clearly, concisely, and competitively. Positioning is an idea that was put forward by Jack Trout about 20 years ago in a book that he wrote that was informative in saying, gee, people are going to form an opinion of who you are, what you do, how you stand out from the rest. Why don't we take control of that process? And he labeled it positioning. My contribution to positioning is to say, yes, while there's an infinite number of words we can choose for positioning, there's really kind of 4 big buckets to think about. And I'm going to step you through these 4 buckets. So to stand out from all the others, you can be an only, you can be a first, you can be a best, or a most. W.L. Gore, that's a company that invented PTFE polymers. My work with them was, of course, they were an only, and only because they were the inventor of this technology, had their patents. But my work with them was when their patents were expiring. And the sales team had been mobilized, only, and then they were coming back and saying, wait a minute, the customer just told me somebody from Baxter or from one of the other major firms was just in here and said they're offering an artificial blood vessel. So they were no longer an only. And this is an example from their current website where you can see how they're communicating their positioning. Pixar is an example I like to use for first. And first gets banged around a lot as first to market, and that's not what I mean here. But Pixar is an example of a company that over and over again, first full-length animated feature. Then you can be a best or a most. Apple is an example of best. And they knew from day one, they knew from the moment that company was being conceived that they were on the best path. Contrasting that to Amazon, who also knew from the moment that they started that they were a most. Those are examples of 4 different positioning directions, again, known from right at this stage that you're at the formation of the company. And if you understand your positioning, it makes some of the things you're going to address later much easier. For example, your development list is always going to be way too long, all the things that you have to do to build the product and get it ready. If you know you're pursuing best positioning, and that's how you're going to stand out in the marketplace and the promise that you're going to make, then you can start to triage those features and say, yeah, that's the one that's really going to matter the most.